This is a battle not just for power, but for legitimacy. The government of President Nicolas Maduro says, look, we're still in charge and we represent the people. But the interim president, as he has declared himself, the leader of the opposition, Juan Guaido, says, no, you have forfeited that right, that legitimacy, and we are the ones, because we recognize the suffering of the people and we're going to help them by bringing in that humanitarian aid. So that's why each side brought their supporters out on the streets of the capital today to endorse them, to prove their legitimacy. There were 2 demonstrations. We went to both.
It was the battle of the protests. We started at the opposition rally as they waited for their leader, Juan Guaido.
I'm here because I'm fighting for the freedom in my country, to get back the democracy, the right to be a human being. We lost the right to be a person here.
Venezuela needs humanitarian aid, they say. Even some who once supported the socialist revolution of Hugo Chavez are disillusioned. Shortages, hyperinflation, lack of medicines, according to them, all the fault of President Nicolas Maduro.
Yo pienso que más que todo él lo que hizo fue incrementar los problemas. Realmente él se ha enquistado en el poder, él con un cinismo que realmente uno no entiende, porque es un cinismo realmente diabólico, digo yo.
Many here are from the middle classes, but not all. The movement against the government is swelling.
This is a passionate crowd, determined that their voices should be heard, but the government's not listening. It just says these people are all just Yankee stooges. The government's just listening to its own supporters and the military.
We sped to the other side of town to get the other point of view. Here, the unions, revolutionary groups and youth organisations mingle with the military reserve. People were brought in from around the country to show the love they feel for their leader.
Nosotros estamos en apoyo a nuestro presidente Maduro para que los yanquis eso deje de meterse en los problemas de nosotros.
Everyone here is well versed in the lexicon of revolution.
Después de 200 años, hoy estamos aquí luchando por nuestra soberanía y le decimos a los pueblos del exterior que no confíen en los medios de comunicación que son rastreros y siempre andan pendientes de solfacar la ideología política de los pueblos.
Many are from poor suburbs, convinced that the opposition represents rich oppressors.
This demonstration is the mirror image of the other one. These people tell me they're true revolutionaries, followers of Hugo Chavez and of his successor, Nicolas Maduro, who has done nothing wrong. The other side, they just say these people are deluded.
Back at the opposition rally, their leader, Juan Guaido, was mobbed. He went from 34,000 Instagram followers to more than 1 million in 2 weeks. He's the man of the moment. The opposition rally was massive, far larger than the one organised by the government. But numbers aren't everything. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands may be on the streets of Caracas. But President Nicolas Maduro still has followers and still holds power.
So Lindsay's reporting from Caracas. We're in Cucuta on the Colombian side of the border, and there are protests both sides today. The one here in Cucuta is due to start in a few hours, but already just on the other side of the border, we've been speaking to people in the township of Ureña. They have already marched through the streets, protesting, chanting against Maduro. The plan, we're told, was originally to actually walk toward Las Tiendicias Bridge, which is the bridge where this US aid is being warehoused. However, a decision was taken by the organisers not to do that because the situation is simply too tense. We're told that hundreds of National Guard from Venezuela have been sent to the border. Yesterday, Maduro's number 2 actually came to the border again to kind of vociferously reject the idea that any aid is needed from America. Indeed, in the township again of Ureña, the government workers, in fact, handed out their own aid packages to people, reminding them that actually Maduro will look after you. You don't need the Americans. We do now, though, have a date. We're told that Juan Guaido has said that there will be a deadline of February 23rd for this aid to be brought over. That's a very important day. Obviously, there'll be aid not only here, but from Brazil, also potentially from a Caribbean island. And he's asked for caravans of people, caravans of Venezuelans, to bring that aid in. That will be a definitive date, not only for Juan Guaido, but also for Maduro himself.